Stop. Do you think you know Albert Einstein? Think again. Forget the usual caricature of a slobby old professor, because he ain't that at all. The buffonery image of Einstein that's spoon-fed to the masses is one fat lie. The raw, unvarnished truth is that the real Einstein was a real player. Indeed, he was a relentless, unapologetic playboy to his core. Some even went as far as calling him a predator. While the academics prattled on about relativity, this man was systematically conquering women, leaving a trail of broken vows and multiple mistresses in his wake. He was a man who took what he wanted, consequences be damned. It turns out that old Bertie wasn't just dissecting atoms, he was dissecting the female psyche. Unlike his physics bro Oppenheimer, he wasn't building bombs, he was building sexual obsession over women. I mean, imagine that. Transforming naive, innocent females into raging nymphomaniacs with nothing but a man's sexual will is surely the stuff of a masculine genius. Not only that, Einstein didn't hide his conquests. At any given moment, 2, sometimes 3 girls were caught in his web. His family, his friends, his students. They all knew. They just didn't understand the masculine prowess he wielded. Nobody could even track the sheer number of women who succumbed to him. Socialites, widows, even his own damn lab interns. Legend has it that a woman applies for a secretarial gig and ends up humiliated and naked in his lab. Now tell me, does that sound like your absent-minded professor now? I don't think so. And then there's the kicker. He even dominated a Soviet spy sent by Stalin himself to extract incriminating evidence from him. He didn't just protect his secrets, he got to handle her poon. This wasn't a gentle academic, but a seasoned poon handler. Believe me, this was one horny motherfucker who lived by a code you'll never comprehend unless you become a shogun. Here's the part that will make any male brain short-circuit. Despite his rampant, undeniable infidelity, his wife Mileva loved him even more. I mean, how is that even possible? As it turns out, like a true Sigma, Einstein simply informed her, "I'm done. I'm leaving you." No discussion, no heart-to-heart talk, no negotiation. And when she, desperate and pathetic, begged him to stay, he laid down the law with zero mercy. "All right, fine," apparently he had said to her. "But these are your new marching orders. 1. You will do my laundry and deliver 3 meals a day to my room. 2. When I say go, you vanish from my sight. 3. You will never ask me for sex again." Mileva agreed. Like a whipped dog, she bowed. And with this brutal arrangement, he was free. Free to pursue his cosmic theories, and with that, free to enjoy the boundless pleasures of other women. No point masking our words, but Einstein was a slut. He was one magnificent, glorious slut of a man. Now pause and think for a moment. This man wasn't some chiseled Adonis. He wasn't James Dean or Sean Connery. He looked like he needed a shower. He dressed like a bag of laundry. And yet he probably controlled and dominated more women in his grubby lab coat than half of Hollywood's leading men combined. Seriously, he outbanged them all. But why? What did this scruffy genius possess that the rest of the male population, even today, is too blind or too brainwashed to see? I'd scream Shogun Method, but this knowledge didn't exist in his era. His mastery of the female psyche wasn't learned. It was 100% innate. He had a primal understanding of how women are wired at their core, and that was his real gift. His amorous tactics were so incendiary, so effective, you'll swear he was a modern-day shogun. He was, without question, an early practitioner of what we now call Shogun Method-like techniques. And his most devastating weapon was what we call in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, the infamous Love Triad. With this know-how, like Einstein, you'll get the keys to the ultimate blueprint on how to bang any woman you want, if that's what you desire. Einstein's Love Triad was terrifyingly simple, surgically precise. First, he'd identify his target, the woman he craved, the victim. Then, he'd cultivate a pawn, another woman, perhaps mildly interesting, but easily seduced. This pawn is a tool, nothing more. Finally, he'd orchestrate a collision. He'd throw the victim and the pawn into a psychological pressure cooker, forcing them to compete. And the results are cataclysmic. Time and again, he walked away with both the victim and the pawn. He devoured them, not only their luscious bodies, but their vulnerable souls. One woman, caught in his web of the love triad, tried to warn him, her voice laced with fear. "Albert, you're dragging us into a love triangle, and it's going to be hell." His reply was cold and calculating, the words of a true master. "You have more respect for the difficulties of triangular geometry than I have." So that's the origin story of the infamous love triad, now a staple of Shogun Method practitioners worldwide. The more conventional belief is that these love triads, or love triangles, do more harm than good. You've heard what people say about them. Messy, tedious, exhausting, they destroy friendships, shatter relationships, annihilate marriages. But that's what the weak tell you. Because here's the unfiltered truth. If you execute them with the surgical precision and ruthless cleverness of a shogun, like Einstein did, you will dominate any woman you lay your eyes on, and you will emerge victorious every single time. Einstein knew this deep in his bones. You don't want a woman to just fall in love with you. Love and affection are for beta males and their poodles. You want her to be overwhelmed. You want her to feel an intense primal desire to own you, to possess your mind, your body, your very soul. We are, of course, talking about emotional enslavement, Shogun Method style. So, how do you achieve this level of mind control? Simple. Create scarcity and manufacture competition. Pretend to desire another woman. Better yet, maneuver another woman into desiring you. It's the ultimate leverage, and it's the leverage that'll pay dividends when done right. And Einstein perfected this with his love triads. His strategy was stunningly parallel to Shogun Method's core principles in 3 ways. First, unleash a torrent of emotions within her, from the crushing depths of despair to the screaming heights of orgasmic joy. Make her an emotional puppet. Second, send agonizing shivers of raw, unadulterated jealousy tearing through her. Make her fear losing you. And third, transmute that burning jealousy. Refine it. Turn it into a raging, uncontrollable sexual obsession. With Shogun Method, you'll make her need you more than air. With a love triad, you force 2 women into a desperate primal battle for your attention. The deeper they sink into the chaos, the more utterly irresistible you become to each of them. It's a fundamental law of attraction that the ignorant will never grasp. And here's why this piece of dark magic always works. Few understand, but women are even more competitive than men. Believe me, because this is true. To a woman, nothing, and I mean nothing, surpasses the searing, humiliating shame of being rejected by a man for another woman. It's a wound that goes straight to the core of the female psyche. The pencil-neck academics call it mimetism. For some bizarre, irrational reason, women are biologically wired to desire men that other women desire. They see a popular guy, and their primitive lizard brain kicks in. When this happens, they stop thinking and start craving. In their reptile brains, they think, there must be something extraordinary about that man. I must uncover his secret, and I must possess him, own him, and everything that makes him special. I will flaunt my victory to every other woman who dared to compete. Call it what you want, vanity, greed, or envy. This is the fatal flaw in the female psyche. And as we shoguns know, every woman is vain, some more disgustingly so than others. This is the weakness, a woman's ultimate pressure point. This is why love triads and Shogun Method aren't just tricks. They are pure, 100-proof psychological warfare. And for the shogun's personal amusement, love triads are a spectacle. I once saw 2 women literally clawing each other in a bar over some guy. It was hilarious and must be seen to be appreciated. With Shogun Method, you might experience the primal, satisfying rush when women are fighting over you. And understand this, women fight over shoguns all the time. Many ignorant guys even stumble into creating love triads simply by applying Shogun Method on multiple women. They don't even realize the monstrous power they've accidentally unleashed. Like the modern-day shogun, Einstein understood the intuitive, brutal truth that most men are too soft to accept. Sexual love isn't some romantic fairy tale. As you'll learn in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, it's all about emotional enslavement, pure and simple. Now, a crucial warning. Listen closely. This isn't child's play. Like any weapon of mass psychological destruction, there are right ways and wrong ways to wield this knowledge. Like Shogun Method itself, love triads are potent. They are for masters, not for fools who don't know jack about what they're doing. One small misstep, one pathetic fumble, and her affection won't just disappear. It'll mutate and transfigure into pure, visceral disgust and a burning resentment for you. All it takes is one wrong move, and it all goes to shit. But for the man who dares to tame the bestial power of this forbidden knowledge, it'll serve you well. Women will fall like dominoes around you, while the rest of the pathetic male population grapples with their flimsy pickup artist lines and worthless seduction tricks. You will reign supreme. And here's the cold, hard reality. Sometimes, success isn't about being smarter or richer. It's about stumbling upon that one crucial hack that solves the impossible problem. That hack is now handed to you on a silver platter. Join the Shogun Method revolution today at shogunmethod.com, and you'll be far ahead of your peers. Listen, Shoguns aren't inherently superior. We're not better looking, and we're not born with silver spoons. We just possess certain forbidden knowledge about women, knowledge the rest of the world is too terrified, too brainwashed, too weak to even acknowledge, and we shall confer that knowledge to you, right here, right now. But here's the ultimate question. Would you dare to receive this knowledge? If you have the guts, if you're not a pathetic beta, then stop dicking around. Head to shogunmethod.com immediately. That's where your true journey as a shogun begins. That's where you finally forge yourself into the man you were destined to be. Do it now. shogunmethod.com.